What's up guys, it's Daniel here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to go over the latest news updates of COVID cases and the progress of the second stimulus bill and the $1,200 stimulus check for Sunday, November 29th. So if you're new to my channel, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. So as of today, November 29th, we've passed over 1.4 million deaths worldwide and over 273,000 deaths in the United States alone as a result of the pandemic. With over 63 million people worldwide having tested positive, over 13.7 million of them have been from the United States. In the last 24 hours, the United States recorded over 134,000 new positive cases, and we have now passed over 4 million cases just in November, which is more than twice the number that we saw in October, in which we saw 1.9 million cases. Director of the Economic Policy Institute, Josh Bevin, believes that Congress should provide fiscal support of approximately $2 billion from now until the middle of 2022, and then continued support until the end of 2024 of approximately $400 billion annually. He said, "The Senate's failure to provide crucial relief and recovery aid has left families without a lifeline and will severely damage prospects for recovery. Policymakers must prioritize a high-pressure labor market characterized by low unemployment and strong public investments." He continued with, "Policymakers should not phase out funding too quickly and must continue fiscal support through the end of 2024. We have to be careful not to think of this as jump-starting an engine, and instead think of it like towing a car through a rough patch to smoother ground. If large fiscal support is removed too quickly, the fiscal contraction can overwhelm private sources of growth and tip the economy back into recession." On Sunday, New York Mayor Bill de Blasio said that New York City plans to reopen schools for approximately 200,000 students that are in pre-elementary, kindergarten, and special needs by December 7th. Middle and high school students will still be limited to remote learning. This reopening will now require school staff to have COVID tests once a week. Mayor Bill de Blasio said, "It's a new approach because we have so much proof now of how safe schools can be, and this has come from real-life experience of the biggest school system in America. We feel confident that we can keep schools safe." He continued with, "I feel for all our parents who are experiencing so many challenges right now, how important it is to have their younger children in school. We now believe we know what we didn't know back in the summer. We know what works through actual experience." The CDC is considering reducing the quarantine period from 14 days to possibly 7 days after Dr. Scott Gottlieb, who is a former commissioner for the Food and Drug Administration, said that a shorter quarantine can still be effective in containing the virus. On Sunday, he said, "What you want are recommendations that are prudent and practical that people are going to follow. And when you have a 14-day quarantine period, that's such a long period of time that a lot of people aren't going to follow it anyway, and it makes it difficult to adhere to recommendations. So putting in place a 10-day quarantine period, even a 7-day quarantine period, you're going to capture a vast majority of the infections within that time frame." He finished with, "I think you need to balance the practicality of what you're recommending with people's ability and willingness to comply with it." In Europe, some countries are finally starting to ease the restrictions as cases start to drop. Belgium will allow non-essential shops to reopen under certain conditions starting next week. The United Kingdom will end its 4-week national lockdown on Wednesday and will continue on a 3-tier system to try and keep COVID cases under control. And in France, non-essential shops started to reopen again on Saturday, as they also started to relax restrictions that were in place. In London over the weekend, there were protests over COVID-related shutdowns. Over 150 people who were protesting were arrested. Also in London, the UK government is looking to start implementing COVID vaccine shots within the next few days. In total, the government there has agreed to buy approximately 350 million doses of the COVID vaccine from multiple companies, assuming they prove to be effective. So that's just a quick update of what's going on at the moment. I will keep you all updated with any breaking news as soon as possible. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions at all, please leave a comment down below. Also, make sure to click the link below to get your 3 free stocks from WeBull valued at up to $1,600 when you open an account and deposit over $100. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe.